Stop wasting time arguing and pushing back. You've called for the immediate convening of a multi-stakeholder dialogue. Now, if the government doesn't follow through on that, what's next? In 10 seconds.
What we're suggesting is that we haven't established a joint select committee, but do this with a very time bound. So we're suggesting that deliberations and recommendations will be completed within 6 weeks. And it can be done. It's just the will to get it done.
All right. Thanks so much. That was Dr. Teresa Rodriguez-Moody, CEO of the Jamaica Environment Trust, JET. The Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, has asked teachers across Jamaica to wear black on Monday and Tuesday ahead of the union's meeting with the Ministry of Finance on Tuesday to negotiate outstanding salary claims. The union has urged teachers to wear black to register their displeasure with the scant regard in which they are being treated while showing solidarity. They also argued that the prolonged negotiation period has placed, quote, an unfair burden on educators, testing their patience and sense of worth and professional dignity. This action follows a period of long-standing concerns over deep frustration, exhaustion, and growing patience. However, in a statement issued on Sunday, the ministry has officially invited the association to a negotiation meeting on Tuesday in which issues of the salary claims are expected to be discussed. The JTA has since indicated that if there is no meaningful progress on key claims, specifically the graduate allowance issue after Tuesday's meeting, the matter will be placed squarely in the hands of the membership to determine the next course of action. PNP caretaker for St. Andrew East Rural, Patrick Peter King, is calling for urgent action from the National Works Agency to clear landslides blocking the main road between Maryland and Woodford, leaving several communities cut off and commuters facing longer, costly routes. He says the situation is unacceptable and is urging both immediate relief and long-term solutions to prevent recurring disruptions.
I'm calling on the National Works Agency to urgently clear and reopen the main road linking Maryland to Woodford. Since Tuesday night, heavy rains have triggered landslides that made the road impassable. Several communities are now affected. Applegate District, Cambridge, Woodford, and Freetown District are all feeling the impact. We need more urgent and coordinated response to restore access, but we also need durable, long-term solutions. I'm calling on
Farmers in New Forest, Manchester are relieved. The Agriculture Ministry has announced efforts to address a glut in one of their main crops. With more, here's Marjorie Gordon.
Slow and very stagnant. Felt like things basically stalled.
That's how farmers felt before the Ministry of Agriculture stepped in to save their produce and their livelihood. But now hope has arrived with an intervention strategy to treat with the oversupply of scallions. The Agriculture Minister explains the response crafted by the ministry to help farmers.
The Ministry of Agriculture has provided transportation to transport the scallion to our agro-processors, therefore removing that cost and allowing the agro-processors to purchase and to do what they do best, which is process. We are today moving over 31,000 pounds of scallion, which is part of a larger intervention that will move in total 600 pounds of scallion that is incorporating about 5 agro-processors across the country working in tandem with the ministry.
So now some 600,000 pounds of scallions will be bought from the New Forest Park.
We worked with RADA and the Ministry of Agriculture to coordinate efforts across the agro-processing sector. We also had a farmers market where we invited farmers to participate there last week. So a number of different initiatives are happening to move this product as quickly as possible. It's the season when they have the most production coming into the market, and it's important that we create the linkages that will support them in converting the product to cash.
But while these measures are being taken, farmers still believe more permanent plans should be implemented.
We appreciate that initiative for the temporary solution, even though we are inquiring for a permanent solution, so we are not in this position for the next growing year.
And we take a break here inside CVM News at noon. Stay with us. Our live interview comes up next.
get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Ready, tech, grow! Business is fast, easy, flexible, and costs less. Oh, entrepreneurs, let's go digital! The government of Jamaica and the European Union present Digital Jamaica Training Series. Learn how technology grows your business. Choose the right digital tools. Manage your staff, customers, and money digitally. Data security and privacy. Artificial intelligence. We'll be in every parish. Apply online. www.jbdc.net. Log on fast. Digital Jamaica. Powering connectivity for MSMEs.
Welcome back to CVM News at noon. Following growing concern about mental health and lifestyle-related illnesses among Caribbean nationals overseas, some are seeking to create their own support systems, including grassroots fitness groups. One such initiative, a Brooklyn-based run club founded by Jamaicans, is marking its first anniversary with a 5K that happened over the weekend. Joining us now is President and co-founder of Run With We NYC, Javal Lewis. Good afternoon, Mr. Lewis.
Good afternoon.
So you say events like the 5K run walk promotes wellness. What specific health issues are you seeing among Caribbean nationals in New York that made this necessary?
So we face several issues around that area, and some of it being like migration, stress, financial pressure, maintaining personal wellness, and it's something that we as Caribbean people, you know, where mental health is concerned, we don't talk about as much. And we at Run With We NYC wanted to create such a space where where wellness and Caribbean identity is intersected.
So non-communicable diseases are a major problem in Jamaica. Are you seeing something similar among Jamaicans living in the diaspora?
Yes, I do, in fact, and I feel like, as again, we don't pay attention to it, and being so exposed to it, this is the reason why I decided to want to create such a space for us to come together and escape all those issues and work through whatever problems we're having mentally, physically, or challenging, or just the overall stress of being outside of your own country and adapting to like a new life and new lifestyle and way of living. It's just, you know, so odd and can be difficult to navigate.
So a 5K is one event, but how would you say this lead to long-term health change for participants?
So it's overall the experience that we create. We don't just focus on like the 5K is good, but not just focusing on the 5K. The thing is just the overall experience, and I see us reaching more of the Caribbean diaspora to see this as a medium to also escape their daily life problems and stress and everything.
So you've talked about wellness, and a large part of that is mental health, as you raised earlier. How big of an issue is this among Jamaicans living overseas?
How big it is, I am not sure to say the percentage or but I've seen in many spaces, especially living here in Brooklyn, I've encountered a lot of Caribbean people who are mentally ill and needing help, like professional help and it's been a lot, professional help for them to get better. And I feel like I don't want that to continue. So here we have Run With We.
and you've raised funds for Jamaica in the past. For example, last year after Hurricane Melissa, do you see diaspora groups like yours filling gaps that governments or institutions aren't addressing?
I don't think I have seen it, and I'm so happy that I was able to utilize my social platforms to create Run With Me and to reach people who might want to be active or just to experience certain other different things in their daily life routine, whether it's running or whether fitness or dancing or whatever.
Well, we want to thank you so much. That was President and co-founder of Run With Me NYC, Javal Lewis. Thank you, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you.
So elsewhere in the region, a political rally in Antigua and Barbuda ended abruptly on Sunday night after gunfire erupted during a performance by Jamaican dancehall artist Massacre. Reports indicate that patrons scrambled for safety as the incident unfolded, forcing an immediate halt to the event. Authorities are now investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting. And on the international scene, the 2026 Global Report on Food Crisis warns that millions in Sudan are facing acute food shortages after 3 years of war. We hear more from Al Jazeera.
This is where Marasi Al-Fadil and her children came to seek safety. There's not much here. An incomplete building in a compound in Durman, in Sudan's capital Khartoum. They fled from the city of El Fasher 6 months ago. She escaped from a siege imposed by the Rapid Support Forces as they moved to take control of the city. Marasi says hunger made her leave just days before the paramilitary group overran El Fasher.
The siege made life hard. Goods could not come in. Anyone who attempted to bring in food was detained or killed.